Hello, everybody. This is Wiley speaking, one of the co-founders of Manacaster, and today I'm going to give you a little tour of the Manacaster Game Client. So when you enter the game, you're going to see the Play Now tab, which has a number of different tabs along the top, and it has the two main game modes in front of you. Constructed, where you play with a pre-made deck, and Draft, where you make a new deck on the fly. If you're playing Constructed, you can play a single game or a best of 3, and you can play against another player or against the AI. If you're going to play Constructed, you need to select your deck up here. If you're going to play against the AI, you need to select if the AI plays with a random deck from the public deck library, or you can assign it a specific deck. Now, if you don't feel like using a constructed deck and you just want to dive in, you can play Draft. If you're going to play against another player and there's someone else in queue, it will say accept match here. But if you're going to play against the AI, you accept a match and you just jump in and you start selecting cards. But we'll get into this another day. So first, let's take a quick peek at the deck builder. The deck builder has all the units in the game. All the units, all the actions, and all the mana cards, which each have their own tab, or you can see them all by clicking all. Over here, you see public decks and drafted decks. Drafted decks were made in draft mode. Public decks were made by players sitting in the deck builder, and they decided to make them public. So if you wish, you can select one and add the deck to your own library. You can select the decks in your library over here and jump between them using this tab. If you wish to make your own deck, you would click the New Deck button, and then you would double-click with the left mouse button on any card you wish to add for units and actions in your 50-card main deck. The main deck only has 50 cards. Usually you want them to be about half units, half actions. Mana cards have a little plus minus, so you can put multiples of mana cards if you wish. And there's mono and hybrid mana, but we'll get into that another day. So, if you see a card outlined in green, it means it's already in your deck. If you see a card outlined in yellow, it is going onto your bench. Because you can only have 50 cards in your deck. So if it's in yellow, then you know you're over the allowed number of cards in your main deck. And then that is enough about the deck builder for now. But remember, you can just go public decks, pick a deck, add deck, and then it will be in your arsenal of decks. And then you're ready to play. And you can select it here. Right? And then you're ready to play Constructed. Now, the other tabs here are Profile, Rulebook, and Settings. Profile, not so important just yet. It'll have stats. All kinds of different stats about, the leaderboard, your own personal statistics, etc. And then over here, we have the Rulebook. You should review the Rulebook so you can learn how to play. And we'll get into that in a different video. And last but not least is the Settings tab. This is where you can, once again, pull up the rulebook. You can read patch notes about the latest patches. Close that. And you can pull up the audio and control the master volume, the music volume, etc. So that about covers most of the important stuff. Once again, you can see the patch notes down here, and this is for a sort of running log for the devs. But that more or less covers the game client in general. And we will get into the specifics of playing constructed and deck building and drafting and the rulebook in separate videos. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much, and see you next time.